Yo guys, what's up? Yuri here, taking the dogs for a walk. I just got back from a 9-hour flight to Zurich from Brussels. I was there for 6 days for the world's largest electronic music dance festival called Tomorrowland, and I created a vlog just for you guys to get a behind the scenes peek at what went down for 5 days at this insane dance party and a lot of the other shenanigans that went down. So stick with me for a few minutes. I'm going to walk you basically step by step through a whole process for a whole trip, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's at the airport in Toronto, heading out to Montreal and connecting over to Brussels. There's our plane behind the play area somewhere back here. So just waiting for my brother who's in the washroom, as you can tell. So I will see you guys in a little second. Okay, should be a fun flight heading out to Brussels. Pouring rain in Montreal, but it's all good. I got the Airbus A330.
So we actually only have the post.
Yeah, for dinner here.
Okay.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And some breakfast. So here we are walking down the streets of Brussels. Got in this morning. I got about 3 hours of sleep on the plane, but thankfully in business class they've got live flight beds. And honestly, by the way, Air Canada, you gotta be flying that airlines if you have the chance. It's the best airlines in North America. So, I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just going for a walk. I'm gonna discover some stuff. Probably walk the entire city before I'm ready to collapse. And then I'll head back to the room after for a nap at some point. But we'll see if we discover some stuff along the way. So apparently behind me we just ran into something pretty cool. It's called the Pissing Boy, I think, or something like that. You can see all the tourists hanging around here, getting all their photos and goodness. So I thought I'd give you guys a little inside scoop. Just came across it, pretty cool. So we are in the big square, I think, or the small square somewhere in Brussels. And behind me they have this whole building, which is, I think, is normally a museum. They have this whole thing decked out for Tomorrowland, and they're doing a special DJ show this afternoon to kick the whole thing off. So I think I'm gonna come back, maybe get some lunch, come back here and start to get my groove on as we warm up for Tomorrowland. But this is a pretty cool little spot here. I mean, check out these buildings. It's like it's so awesome. It's like Disney World. So it's lunchtime. I'm officially tired, really tired. My legs are like toast, so I need to drink a lot of water right now because I haven't had much water today. So I'm just kind of sitting down at a nice brasserie cafe. They got some construction going on just outside, but this is kind of the perfect spot where I just want to sit for like an hour and do nothing but just chill. So I'm gonna have some lunch. I ordered some meatballs, Brussels style, so it should be pretty cool. Here with the brother. What's up, Adam?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. So we're just sitting down for some dinner. I'll show you guys where we're at. Thank you, sir.
I just want to let you know the first one from the menu, we don't have it anymore.
Okay, thank you. No steak. All right, so anyways, this is where we're having dinner tonight. Somewhere in downtown Brussels. It's all good. How you feeling?
Pretty good. A little tired, but can't wait for this weekend, that's for sure.
So tomorrow the festivities start. It's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna have some dinner. Talk to you later. So it's Friday morning and just beautiful, nice sunny day. A little bit chilly. I've got a kind of a windbreaker / rain jacket on, and I was it's, you know, in the morning, 8 o'clock, and I figured, hey, I'm gonna go for a little walk. I'm gonna find a pharmacy because my asthma has been really weird. It's been feels like I've been working on one lung the last couple weeks, and yeah, it just doesn't feel good. So I was gonna go to the pharmacy to see if I can get some like antihistamine type medication to just open things up a little bit. And obviously being in Europe, they're all about national holidays, and today's one of them, so everything is closed. So I can't even do that. So yeah, it should be okay. we'll hope for the best. But if worst case scenario I can't breathe, then I won't be shooting any more videos. But that's one of the cool things about Europe, is that they just live. They live to live. They don't live to work, right? And that's one of the nice things about this type of environment. And I remember when I lived here lived in France. You know, you go to your local butcher, and he'd be closed for 3 hours during the day because he was having lunch with his family. And he'd said, you know, the sign would say, "I'm going to be back at 2 o'clock," and he'd show up at 2:30. And that's just the way it works here. So it's there's a lot to be said for that. You know, not working too hard, enjoying life, and just, you know, enjoying the process. So today is a big day. We're heading on the train to Antwerp, which is our next kind of stop. And from Antwerp, we're going to be going to Tomorrowland, which is the big festival that I'm going to be showing you guys as we get there. So that's going to be kind of our home base. We're going to be training it out to Tomorrowland from there. So it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a long day. Carl Cox, my favorite DJ in the world, is opening things off today. And so you'll definitely get some footage from that. So anyways, I'm going to go back up, get some breakfast, and get the day started. Where Tomorrowland is at, and just a few people here, so it's a little bit busy, but it's all good. That's what it's all about. Finally inside Tomorrowland. It took us about an hour and a half from the hotel with all the shuttles, security, all that good stuff, but we are in. And now it's time to party. We found him, Carl Cox, in the house. Okay, so that was a crazy 3-hour set by Carl Cox. Amazing, unbelievable. It was worth the trip just for that. And we're just, you know, dancing for about 2.5 hours. I don't even know how many people were in there, just tens of thousands probably. So now we're having a little mojito, and I'm sitting in a little squat position here. If you're standing all day and you get low back issues, just sit in this position. It's amazing for what it does to open up your hips and your low back. So the day has just begun. We're going to be hitting up some more DJ sets throughout the afternoon. Hey, we moved on. We are checking out Josem right now, dancing on the beach. So we're hydrating with some coconut. Very cool. That's what happens when you dance all day in the sun. Start to pass out. So now at this one stage in the forest, Marco Florione. Okay, so we are walking to the train station. It's what's, I don't know, midnight, around there. We spent 12 hours dancing. Both of our backs are just tight and seized up.
28 kilometers walked, 33,000 steps.
It's not too bad at all, not too bad. So if you want to get in shape, do a little bit more dancing. So yeah, I had a contrast of weather climates today. We had scorching hot, even though it was like 23 or 24 Celsius, just really beaming hot. Then started to cool down, thankfully, but it was a great day all over. I mean, the DJs were unbelievable, the music was unbelievable. There was an interesting crowd, a lot of muscles from Brussels. I'll just put it that way, a lot of muscles from Brussels. So we're gonna...
A lot of Vince Del Montes.
No, Vince is awesome. Love you, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna head back to the hotel. We'll probably be back there I don't know, about an hour. Then we're just gonna get some sleep. Tomorrow, we're still gonna be in Antwerp. I'll shoot some video for you guys tomorrow from there. And we'll probably keep it low key. We're gonna just kind of chill for most of the day. Head back here later in the day as opposed to like noon like we were today. And it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so that should be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. And my phone is about to die, so I will stop it right here. Good morning, taking a walk through beautiful Antwerp. Got up a little bit late this morning, but that's what happens when you go to bed at 2 in the morning. Got the accordion player. And yes, we're just taking a walk. We're gonna discover the city a little bit, get some food. And I think it's supposed to rain all day today, so got the rain jackets, and hopefully we don't get downpoured on. But that's part of Europe, you know, it rains quite a bit. It's all good. So that's what's the plan for now, and let's see how it goes.
It's not too expensive.
Right, so we just came across this cool health food store. They actually have Canadian maple syrup, which is like water back home. And yeah, so here's what a health food store looks like, or a supplement store looks like in Antwerp, Belgium. Let's see if we can find any good stuff here. Any goodies. Let's do some comparisons. So we got some essential oils. Prices seem pretty reasonable for depending on what the quality is like. Let's see here. Hemp seeds. So $11.49 for 300 grams. That's, I mean, you know, it's not unreasonable, but it's, you know, maybe about the same price as back in Toronto.
Coconut oil?
Coconut oil.
$24.99.
But again, guys, I mean, if you're making euros, it's all relative, so it's all good. But yeah, very cool stuff. So I think we've determined why there are very, very few overweight people in Europe. That's because everyone walks all the time, all over. I mean, look at this. We're in Antwerp, a city that I don't even know what the population is, maybe 1 million people. But just check how many people are walking. And I guarantee these aren't all tourists. This is mostly people who live here probably. So walking, big time. Caught in a bit of a downpour here, hiding under this little shelter entrance to a building, and it's like slightly torrential downpour. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. We'll see. So I'm in the gym, the hotel here, and I'm gonna do some cable action and then probably hit some free weights, even though those don't look very heavy. I think the heaviest is like 20 pounds. Anyways, I've been talking a lot about, at least on Facebook, about how much smoking there is here. It's crazy. We're in Belgium. It's ridiculous. It's almost like one out of every 2 people smokes. It's crazy. And the hotel we're at, they asked us if we wanted a smoking or non-smoking room. Obviously, we said non-smoking. But even the air circulation, like you can sense that there's smoke in the hotel, and it's really weird. It's like hurting my eyes. But anyways, I gotta get in a workout, just kind of like get the muscles going, because we've walked like 35 kilometers, but I think, you know, the muscles need a good pump. So I'm gonna do that, and then I get ready for dinner. That's the plan right now. So final day of Tomorrowland. We're actually taking a shuttle today from the hotel to the venue because we realized that after doing the train, then the bus, it was just too much of a mission. So we're taking the shuttle directly from the hotel. It's gonna pick us back up afterwards. Probably a much better option. It's been raining. We'll see if it kind of stays away for the rest of the day. But we've got a good 8 hours of dancing and nonsense ahead of us. So it's gonna be a final day, hopefully with some great DJs, some good sets, and back's feeling a lot better. Did some really good foam rolling, sorry, not foam, but lacrosse ball this morning. So open up the back, feeling really good. So yes, we're on the highway right now. I'll just give you guys a little shot of this. On our way to the final day of Tomorrowland. Okay, so we just got through security. It's crazy rain, like a torrential downpour. I've got 2 rain jackets on, thankfully, and we're covered right now in the tents beyond the check-in point because we're gonna probably be in here for about an hour. There's so much rain, it is insane. Everyone is just like covered in garbage bags. It's crazy. Okay, so we're deciding. It's about almost 9 o'clock. Cool Ferris wheel behind me. So we decided that we're going to call it a night, just because our pack's a little toast after almost 2 days of full-on dancing. We took the day off yesterday, just because there wasn't a good, great lineup DJ-wise, and the weather was kind of crummy. It rained almost the entire time we were here today, so thankfully these jackets came in handy. So yes, we're gonna head back to the hotel and just kind of take it easy. But the other thing too is that, the music makes a huge difference. If the music you're listening to is not like, the DJs that we saw on Friday were phenomenal. We could have watched 24/7. But the DJs today were a little bit less, awesome. So we decided we're going to head out, and obviously you can only see so many people that are completely out of their mind before you feel like you're in the wrong place. I mean, I can't remember seeing so many people absolutely blitzed on drugs, whatever else you want to call it. So it's just interesting. Late night dinner, I'm back after Tomorrowland. So check this thing out. So this is my pizza. This is pretty big, but look at this.
That's a calzone.
You gonna finish this thing?
I have no idea. We'll find out.
We'll have to do a video at the end to see how it all goes. Alright, so we finished. That's pretty much all that's left. Adam, about half of that. Guess he wants to sleep tonight?
I'm halfway there.
I don't even know. It's like midnight. So now it's time for some digestive enzymes and bed. So it's always a good idea to eat a big pizza right before you go to bed. But you know what, guys? It's all about balance sometimes. Morning, guys. So heading back to Brussels this morning. This is the beautiful central station in Antwerp, if you can see all this. Amazing train station here. So we're heading on to Brussels, final day for me, and then I'm heading back to Toronto tomorrow. So it's supposed to be raining all day today again, so we'll just make the most of it. And it's been an amazing trip so far. Europe is amazing, and honestly Antwerp is one of the most surprising cities that I never really thought I would enjoy, but it's beautiful, highly recommended. It's a place you can spend a couple days, and it's a lot of fun, great restaurants, great little shops, and it's just a beautiful city. So that's the deal with Antwerp. Back to Brussels now, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Some things I never understand. It's like having to pay 50 cents to use a washroom, public washroom, at the train station. Come on, guys, it's 2017. So we are back in Brussels, and we are last couple hours of our trip. At least for me, I'm heading out tomorrow morning, and just a nice little view from our room here. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall out of my hand and drop onto the street. So this is one of the main streets in Brussels. That over there is the police headquarters. Pretty amazing building. So this is kind of like the Champs-Élysées of Brussels. If you've been to Paris, the kind of the main boulevard there. Yeah, so lots of ritzy stores and cool shops here, and it's a nice little hotel that we've got. So yeah, it's been a pretty cool trip. We've walked almost 100 kilometers in like 5 days. So I'm gonna spend some time right now rolling out in the lacrosse ball. My flight leaves tomorrow morning at 7, so I've got to get up at 4:30, get to the airport. Tonight we'll probably just catch some dinner, chill out, and yeah, we'll kind of take it from there. So Brussels airport's 5:20ish in the morning. Tuesday, heading out back to Toronto. I'm flying to Zurich first, and then back from Zurich to Toronto. Pretty busy for 5 o'clock in the morning. I guess everyone's leaving at the same time, more or less. So it's gonna be a big exodus out of Brussels. But overall, it's been a great trip. Yeah, it's gonna be a long flight back home today. I think it's gonna be about 10 hours of travel altogether. But it's all good, so I'm gonna go check in, grab my boarding pass, and then relax and kind of get my day planned out for what I want to do on the plane. Because I've got a 1 hour flight to Zurich and then an 8.5 hour flight to Toronto. So I want to make sure it's as productive as possible, and that's the plan. Apparently the party doesn't stop. Usually it's the airport. On the final leg of the trip, another, I guess, 9 hours to Toronto now, and we'll see. It's daytime. I don't think I'll be sleeping much. I'll get some work done and have some good food. Well, that's a wrap. Back in Toronto, just landed. Actually, just landed literally 15 minutes ago. From the time we touched down until I just got all the way through customs, everything. And here's a little tip for you guys. If you travel quite often, you got to be using, one sec, this bad boy, Nexus, global entry, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. You don't even need to fill out those declaration cards anymore. They just allow you to speed through the customs process. So also, I only carry carry-on, so I don't really have any checked baggage. So that's another bonus. But yeah, overall the trip was amazing. The flight from Zurich was about almost 9 hours, but like international and business class in Air Canada is absolutely phenomenal. I didn't actually want to leave the plane. It's so comfortable, so spacious, so bright. I slept for maybe 3.5 hours. Got a little bit of work done, but I wasn't really in the groove, so I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna force it. That's just, you gotta listen to, yeah, it's your body sometimes, and just kind of do what you gotta do. Just as I was checking out here, I don't know if we can see them. So I ran into the entire soccer team from Valencia football club in Spain, and I guess they're here for some kind of pre-season training in Toronto, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was always nice to see. I guess they came in from Madrid because one of the Madrid planes came in. But that's the trip. So I hope you've enjoyed this journey with me. I've had a lot of fun the last 6 days. Thank you for taking the time to watch some of our shenanigans. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the events or what we've been up to, just let me know in the comments below, and I will keep you posted with more cool trips in the future and more shenanigans. All right guys, have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.